but this is a short introduction into chaos magic theory, just to kind of allow you to get your feet and understand what you're talking about. This is intended for new members of CMG, the Chaos Magic group. Alright, so what is chaos magic? Chaos magic is kind of hard to define because it is an approach to magic. It is an idea, it's a meta paradigm. The idea is that belief is a tool. So whereas with other systems you will find that they have particular spells or rituals or deities or whatever to do magic, chaos magic believes that the belief itself is the tool, which is quite cool. So the chaos magician is free to incorporate things from other systems, you know, Wicca or Thelema or Voodoo or whatever, into their own kind of magical toolbox, or just to create their own rituals, because it's not the rituals themselves or the magical tools that have magic. It is our belief in these things that kind of allows it to happen. So chaos magic becomes quite psychological. It's all about kind of sleight of mind. It's about tricking yourself into doing magic. It's about accessing the subconscious. You'll hear chaos magicians talking about gnosis and about sigils. This is a very common thing that chaos magicians do, sigils. This is one of the main kind of tools. A sigil is a pictorial representation, usually pictorial. It can be audio, it can be anything else really, I suppose, but it's a representation of a particular intent. So what will usually happen is that somebody will write it down, like I want to get $1 million or whatever, and then they'll write it down and mush it all around until it looks like something cool, and then that'll be the representation of their will. And yeah, I mean, this goes quite deep and there's a lot more to it, and you can do a lot of cool things with it, so that's cool. But that's a sigil basically, or a sigil, or however you want to pronounce it. There are also servitors. That's a fairly common thing for chaos magicians to use and to talk about. A servitor is an external entity that the chaos magician has created, kind of like an imaginary friend or a tulpa or something like that. So yeah, it's created for a specific purpose, and that is also, it gets quite complicated and quite cool. But yeah, I mean, you can read a lot more up about that. I've provided a bunch of links below where you can go and have a look. You can read up more. But yes, the central kind of tenet of chaos magic is that belief is the tool. So, you know, it's all about belief, and nothing is sacred, because if you want to do this, you've got to kind of examine your beliefs, and you've got to be, you know, aware of what you're doing, and aware of your intent, and aware of your kind of motivations, and aware of what your beliefs are and why they're there. So there's a lot of introspection that can come with it. There's a lot of kind of self-analysis that can come with it, which is quite valuable. So chaos magic is pretty awesome. Alright, I think that kind of gives you an idea of what you do here in CMG, more or less. Alright, thanks.